Hello. Back with more Space Engineers, and I've made a few changes. You might notice the lighting looks a bit different. That's because I'm using the new eye adaptation mod you might see on the front page of Workshop. And also, I've basically cleared everything that wasn't right around my base. So there's no longer a million signals. I've turned the spawn rates down to something non-ludicrous. So hopefully it's not quite as hard spammy as it was before. Ah, it's Lenjet. Please tell me I have it set to say the right game this time. Hello, Even. Yes, there's no escape from being called Tiffany. Hello, Pato. Oh. Didn't realize that thruster was damaged. I need to fix that. Do I have... No, I don't have admin powers on. I thought for a second with the way I bounced off that bit of armor, I thought I did. Hello, not Mr. Fun. That's a lot of gyros, it is. Well, I don't want a repeat of the first time this thing went out for an expedition and immediately have the back shot off and all the gyros exploded. And I spun out of control. That was not ideal. And actually, putting up these gyros got me thinking, I need a welder ship as well. Tiffany the Tasmanian. Tiffany the Tasmanian Tiger. I figure if I make a welder ship from scratch, it can look maybe a little bit better than the grinder ship, let's say. Then extinct, we found one on Twitch. Yeah, I'm the last one. Okay, that's all those gyros by the looks of it. Whoa, that's trippy. Is that the eye adaptation mod doing that? Whoa, that's weird. It's doing it over... Oh, that's cool. I don't want to sound rude, but anything looks better than that grinder ship. That's true. That's what happened when it was originally a drill ship, then it got a bit stuck onto the bottom of it to become a grinder ship. It wasn't exactly planned. I think I've already done all the gyros on the side. Yes. So I think it was just fixing this thruster. Is there anything else on fire here? Ah. Just fixing some of the lift. Nope. Where was this thruster? Ah, here it is. Right, why did I go all the way back when I literally had an intact cargo container right next to it? Yeah, cool. Yeah, I do quite like the changes this mod makes to the lighting. Train ship's more like a stationary anti-ship platform. Kinda does. Uh-oh. Ah! Yeah, makes the tube a bit darker. That still looks cool. Oh. Yeah, you might have noticed I've turned down the spawn settings and cleared all the old stuff away, so there's not a truly insane number of objects like there was before. So when I hold Alt, there's not a million things that's impossible to read. That way. What am I? Oh, scrap metal. I was wondering what it was. You find it really difficult to repurpose or existing grid. Yeah, it can be difficult to do, certainly. Okay, so which way's up again on this thing? I believe it's this way. Oh, yep. Oh, right, I hadn't finished building the passageways when I got distracted. I'm half tempted to change his name from the Yellow Submarine to the Cheese Sub. You're doing so much modifications yourself, what was the point trying to do, so start with a new one? Yeah. I suppose a lot of the time it can be painful grinding the whole ship down and then building something else. Like, it feels easier to just work with what you've already got. So the mod makes like the unwelded state darker? Interesting. Yeah, it's hard to visualize the old design. Okay, so I had the downward direction of thrusters. I mean lifting ones. Oh yeah, I got plenty of lift. I got plenty of left and right. Plenty of gyros, so it should be fine once I just weld up all the holes. And this thing might actually be ready for a test journey. Test journey straight into the grinder pit. Well, I haven't made a grinder pit yet, and it'd have to be a very large one to fit the whole ship. Yeah, what's still on fire on this grid? Okay, a bunch of this stuff is for the other ship. Ship's not big. Or would it be broken in half by a single salt can turret? Well, actually, that's one of the things I was going to put on. Defense block, so I don't get surprise attacked. Okay, that's the one on the station. Realistically, where would I want to put a defense block? I would probably say near where I'm seated, because, I mean, if it gets blown up, then I'm probably already dead anyway. Actually, don't need this ladder anymore. I could chuck it in here. Especially as there's a whole bit here is heavy armor. At least some of it is. Oh, the funny thing, Derek, is with Warfare 2, they changed the way decoys worked quite a bit. It's not quite as simple as you just place them and the AI always shoots at them. I believe it's got to be placed near the thing you want to draw fire from. The more attention you're trying to pull away from something, the more decoys you need. It's a lot more complicated now. It's not like the old days where you could just stick decoys on a big spinning rotor and the turrets just wouldn't be able to hit you at all. As funny as that was. That's a point. I should probably check how full is the oxygen tank. 98, 100, 100. 70, 100, 100, 100. Good. Probably turn them all off stockpile. Hello, Marcus. Right, why am I using my jetpack when there's artificial gravity? That's just a waste. If I can make it like a boarding thing onto the station. There'd probably have to be an elevator or like a ladder or something. Ah, the pain of waiting for suit batteries to recharge. But I will never turn on the infinite suit energy mod because it was too funny the time I died behind the medical room. That's probably the only reason I didn't get that mod. So near yet so far, Sophie. I was only like, I was literally like a block or two behind. I was that close. Okay, these are definitely getting changed to passengers with lights. Oh, yeah, there's the perfect timing for the first little pause. So by the looks of it, it looks like that covers what, 3 or 4 blocks wide? So I got a rough idea on how far apart to space the lights. And then it's just patching up the holes, finishing the front bit, and then this thing's basically ready for launch. Oh yeah, and the defense block that I don't even think I placed yet, even though I was about to. I'm clearly great at paying attention and staying focused. No, not Mr. Fun. This isn't Space Got Real. It's, it should still be on the front page of the workshop. It's called Correct Eye Adaptation. Basically, from what I understand, the way Space Engineers Vanilla does adjusting to brightness and darkness is backwards. You need channel points towards tier 3. We need to hydrate you. I'm perfectly hydrated. Oh, there we go. So if I turn my lights off, it's got the block it is, and then a block either side, so I can have a 2-block gap. Is that the blinding eye mod? That's not blinding. It just changes the way the lighting works. Because from what I understand in vanilla, you look at something bright, and then you look at something dark, it gets darker rather than brighter, and vice versa. Basically, it's backwards to how it would actually work. Yeah, I don't know, not Mr. Fun. There's probably reasons it is that way. But I thought it'd be a nice little visual change to make. Now right, that defense block that I... Yes, I did end up placing it, I just didn't build it. That will hopefully stop things sneaking up on me. Being able to make good tech does imply you know how to make good things with said tech, yeah. Just need to move it down a block, I think.
Inventory.
Ah! I still didn't get... Oh, good thing there's space down there. Pick up the interior plate.
Inventory full.
Never flee, defends against enemies with weapons. On. No, I don't want it to flee. Ow. Whacked my head on that. Okay, we should do it the other way, because other way's up. Oh yeah, this bit, the back's a bit more damaged. Oh right, the beacon. You forgot. Probably explain where the smoke's coming from. Ah, right. What do I... Oh, more scrap. Of course. Hello, Artie. I mean, considering my track record with flying around in this asteroid field, I'd say failed asteroid dodger. Considering every time I've tried to part high speed, I've inevitably crashed. Although I suppose at least managed to also hijack the ship that was chasing me a couple of times.
Inventory full.
You also have issues with keeping your captured space marines for more than a few hours. Yeah. There is also that. Prefer to use armor panel as little as possible here. Just because there's so much of it already. Add the word potential. Yes. Alright, I probably don't want this survival kit here. That's, not a good place to respawn. Wait a second, didn't I have a walkway? Or did that not go all the way through? Oh, the beacon was in the way. Okay, now I understand why the beacon had been partially ground down. Looks like I have to move the beacon. Woke up this morning, we have snow. It's winter. It is very much not winter for me. It's still 20 something degrees and quite humid, which is interesting. Certainly. And I shudder to think what temperature it is for Graz, knowing he tends to have it even warmer than me. You're hogging off. Maybe I'll just move to Canada for summer and then come back to Australia. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, not Miss Funny. I moved the beacon to the back of the ship. I probably do need some side entrances somewhere. Well, it's kind of tricky with how narrow this ship is.
Inventory full.
Do I have space is the question. 8:30 p.m. still 24, 95% humidity. Ugh. I don't like the sound of that. What's the power? That'd mean you're what? South or Western Australia? Or some other country that's roughly in the same line. Don't tell me I took up all the spaces with all those gyroscopes. How is this gonna look slightly weird with the doors? I get the feeling. It's only 6:30 in WA. I lose track because some places in Australia have daylight savings, some don't. It's all very confusing. She might better do this with offset doors. Because that way, you've got the little, for lack of a better word, bit where you land to stand on it before you enter. 2 degrees overnight, plus 5 centimeters of snow. See, now that sounds amazing, but I don't know if it does for you. What's the... cross. There we go. So I want the ceiling. It's not bikini weather, definitely not. Okay, some of these conveyor junctions should definitely be cargo containers. Okay, that one is.
Inventory full.
UK isn't so bad, most of Europe is a lot colder. Yeah, we're almost there. Let's back to the second bridge, for lack of a better name. Which, is there even a... Alright, I just got rid of the seat. I suppose I could put another seat in there so you can fly it from both ends. In some sort of emergency, or just not being bothered to try and do a 3-point turn. Or rather being too scared to reverse it. Yeah, weather's just weird. How about we replace you with a cargo container? Alright, lights. I keep getting distracted by different things. What's smoking? Everything looks good. Hello, Ferric Storm Dragon. If I'm gonna put a survival kit on this, where would I do it? I mean, I guess I can only have one side have the passageway and put the survival kit on the other one. That could work. Alright, needs to play. I haven't really got the space for a proper medical room, except for the back, maybe? I could use this bit up the front. So where's the underneath conveyor pipe? It's on the center. In the row where the seat is. This could work. That's the attachment point. Ah, it's very pedantic about finding the right placement. I think I want to change that to. Actually, I might change this whole line to reinforced conveyors, just so it looks a bit. The floor looks a bit more supported. Alright, it's a good thing I accidentally didn't detach anything while doing that. Oh? Well, guess you're lucky you get to be a T-junction. Where are you? Which way? Needs to be that way. Yeah, that looks better. It now doesn't look like there's this bit where the survival kit's weirdly floating. I should count that. Reaper Invader. Reaver. I've been playing too much Mass Effect if I'm reading it as Reaper, clearly. I cannot spell spawn, apparently. I still can't spell it. This is what happens when I try to type too quickly. Oh yeah, not Mr. Fun. Yeah, that's entirely possible that quite a few people would have missed my first Mass Effect stream because it was Thursday morning. Spawn. Wait, did I misspell it again and not notice? I don't know, I got it right. I was worried for a second that I've... don't like that. If I do this, it shouldn't block this one. Oh, okay, now I get it. Harbinger probably thinks SC is broken enough. Alright, you can't place anything there because that's the... It's considered to be part of the hitbox of the medical room, I think? Yeah. I've seen various blueprints on the workshop. I'm on a roll today, apparently. The workshop, yes. Also have questioned why Jacob is Jacob and not Jacob Body with Legion Head. Yeah, the randomizer does some interesting thing to squad mates. I think, because as far as I can tell, it's sometimes weird with what defines as squad mates at the start of the game. Oh, there's the pause. That has been one of those things that I'd always just idly considered doing, is like tracking down those people who made like Mass Effect or that style blueprints and just turn it into a mod. I suppose the thing was always, how do you make it interesting beyond they're killing everything? Like, what different things can you do about it? You randomized around it. Yeah, it's weird. I think it's theoretically possible for it to randomize onto just having the normal face. Like, it doesn't exclude the original face as an option. The weird thing with Miranda is, at least in the prologue, it did it with... No, my game hasn't crashed, Ferox Stormdragon. It's the one downside of the asteroid modifications. Every 20 minutes or so, the game goes, I need a break now. It wants to have a nap for a minute or so. I've tried testing everything. I've tried saving just before it happens and loading. That doesn't work. Reloading, it tends to just get stuck on reloading. Oh, there we go. I had briefly considered, say, ditching the asteroid field and just sticking this base on a moon or something. Or maybe just a normal asteroid, because now that I've got some more guns, I'm less... Have you tried deleting a few asteroids? I'm shuddering imagining how long it would take to delete them. Okay, wait, where did that block place? That library block placed on the outside somewhere. How did I do that? I placed it outside. I mean, I can demonstrate what happens when I go to look at the voxels list. Let's go. Well, you do have guns, you don't have a lot of ammo, that's true. Especially now that I've turned the spawns down to be less insanely frequent. Like, it is an incredibly long... And the problem is, I have no way of telling which one is... Actually, hang on. Distance from players. Yes, I do. I can... If you delete one asteroid, it makes all the difference. I mean, what I could do is delete all the ones that are more than 2.5 kilometers away and essentially cut the size of the asteroid field in half. That might actually work. Although, I imagine the game gets very unhappy selecting this many asteroids. Also have to be very careful. Okay, it might be easier to manually select the ones over rather than under. I don't want to accidentally delete important ones. Now make it a bit bigger. Oh, it really does not like jumping from asteroid to asteroid to do this. I mean, I suppose I could delete all these ones that are at equal distance and create like a little middle gap. Just see how much of a difference that makes. Because you can see the game does not enjoy the spectator camera having to render all these in. Just shift click bottom top one. The problem is there's no way to do like a range to just say I want to do between these and these. I'm pretty sure you have to select all of them. Oh, you can do it like that. I had no idea you could do that. Thank you, not Mr. Fun. I didn't know you could do a range by just doing that. Okay, that's gonna make it a lot easier. 4,000 almost hours of Space Engineers, and I didn't know that. To there. Okay, let's cut this asteroid field in half. Remove. That's going to be very handy to know in the future. Probably need spectator for a bit of an outside view of what this looks like. Thank you for following Killed by Creatures. That sounds like a very appropriate name for Space Engineers. Temperature dropped by about 10 degrees in your room. Yeah, my desk fan's powered up again. Okay, yep, so let's cut the size of the asteroid field in half. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't like looking at it from the outside in Spectator. Hello, Vulpine Gamer. Okay, so I'm curious if the pause is going to happen 20 minutes or if it's going to be different. I know with my settings for it that are on the workshop, if you use a jump drive, it can pause for like a minute after jumping to load all the asteroid. That's more of an asteroid blob than a field. It's become a blob, yeah. So what's it doing for people told me about mechanics of Space Engineers that I should have known that? Pause is now going to be 40 minutes. Maybe. Ah, yes, I was thinking of whacking on a seat facing the other way. I mean, I could just put it here behind the thruster. Because I'd be using third person to pilot it anyway. Sort of Vulpine Gamer. I deleted pretty much all the existing NPC grids in the world because there was just too many. The HUD spam was driving even me insane. Where's that? Ow. That space is going to annoy me. Suppose that one I'm just going to live with. Hello, MWG Gaming? My brain struggles to translate those numbers into letters sometimes. I think I got it right. You could place bacon in that space. When even space gets crowded. Well, I knew there was always going to be problems, but the thing with it pausing every 20 minutes is not something you discover from 5 minutes of testing. It's the kind of thing you only discover when you're live streaming for hours. Thank you, I got your name right, that's good. It's the same thing with partially why AA exists is there's so many things you can only discover when playing a series for a really long time. Thank you, fellow Extern One. So I think I'll change this and mirror what I did with the defense control at the other end. Unable to place. Alright, the panel's still there. Like the whole thing with cargo ships despawning, if you were playing on a planet, you would probably never have happen. Because either you'd shoot a cargo ship down and it crashes, or you'd capture it. Whereas in space, they can just keep running away. Yeah, it took about, I think it's about 6 or 7 different methods I tried before we finally hit on one that stopped the despawning. Hell, this passageway's damaged. Thank you for the sub, the right Kev. The space pirates, however, don't despawn, yeah. Billion miles of space that one drake wants to park inches from your ship. I mean, it was a problem that was specific to the cargo ships. Because the simple version is when a cargo ship is spawned in... Oh, wait. Oh, no, that wreck was 45 minutes ago. That was whenever I got GPS'd. Where was I? Ah, yes. Basically, the way MES does cargo ships is it spawns it in a certain point, and it says fly between... I forget what the exact values are. Basically, generate a GPS that's like 10 to 15 kilometers away forwards. And go there. And when you reach that point, despawn. And how it works is, if you're nearby to a ship, when it reaches that distance, it will just keep going. It won't despawn. The problem is, if it then gets slightly away from you, it will then despawn pretty much instantly. Which wasn't ideal, because like it could get like 2-3 kilometers away, you know, you'd be fighting off drones, it would slip away a little bit, and it would despawn. But now that won't happen once we release it. I don't know when we're going to release it. I think we've mainly been just testing that the latest fix for despawning is working all the time. Which it looks like it has been. Because in Scrapyard, you're headed for space soon. The moment you look away, it's gone, yeah. The amount of time Splitsies had to edit it out. Well, actually, not edit out it disappearing, edit out me complaining after it's disappeared about how my solution was supposed to stop that happening. But it'll be Splitsies be like, why did that happen? I'll be like, it's not supposed to. It's a catback, wah wah wah. Yeah. I was basically like Han Solo in The Empire Strikes Back with the hyperdrive. Well, actually, no, it was Lando, wasn't it? Where it's like, it's like they told me they fixed it. I'm mod maker, not a miracle worker. I mean, they can be basically the same thing a lot of the time. I am very much the person who will try to use MES in ways that really were not intended. Like, I don't think when Lucas made it, he thought someone would combine it with a cave generator website and a 3D model converter to try and make caves in Space Engineers. What's this block? Wide armor, inverted corner. Oh, there we go. Hollow asteroids, space caves. Yeah, the problem with caves in Space Engineers was always you couldn't do it as a planet file. Because the way planet files work in Space Engineers, the height map is only the surface level. Like, you can't have a second layer underneath it. Alright, where are the side doors? Wait, am I just not the correct way up? No, that's the correct way up. I've lost the side doors. I'm blind. Hello, Trolltits from Latvia. Oh, geez, that's pretty far away. It feels very weird that I can be streaming from what is basically the end of the world. Like, only bits of New Zealand, Chile are further south. And yet it could be people across the world watching it. It feels very weird when I actually think about it. Earth is small, yeah. It's funny how many people think Australia is a place where everyone's getting killed by spiders or sharks or whatever 24/7. Which, if I didn't know better, is a cunning plan to stop people coming here. It's like, oh yeah, oh, it's dangerous here, you wouldn't like it. There's nothing wrong with New Zealand, I'm just saying it's one of the very few places in the world that's further south than Tasmania. There's not like, you know, Antarctica. Thank you for the raid, Fraggy New Zealand. A party of 6. Did someone say New Zealand? Yes. I was talking about how there's not many places further south than where I am in Tasmania. And a fair bit of southern New Zealand being one of those bits. You missed Argentina and a heap of islands. Yeah. Let's just say, yeah, Chile, Argentina, a bunch of little islands. Might have to do this upwards bit with diagonal armor panels. Except how am I going to attach this? Wait a second. I think I'm going to have to do it like this. Hey, this is heavy armor. Hello, or Josh. Okay, now this should work. Actually, I need to make that cover up the jump drive. Even though I don't have exploding jump drives, I still don't want them to get shot, obviously. Got an online store friend halfway down the coast of Argentina. Yes. The problem is, I can never be like, oh, I'm the furthest south, because Scythe is even further south than me in Tasmania.
Inventory full.
Yeah, and Twisted might be even further, yeah. Yeah, the internet's interesting. Because I don't live in one of the big cities. I live near a city, but I'm not in it by any means. So I have Starlink. Wireless. Which is way better than the wireless... the Telstra wireless in this country. Which the most generous thing I can say about is it works, mostly. Elmo... The problem with Telstra NBN is it's basically useless if you want to stream. Like, Starlink is just about good enough to stream. Like, I'm streaming in, 720 at 30 FPS, which is decent. String and tin cans tend to be more reliable than Telstra, yeah. I think that's how I ended up getting Starlink, was the time when all of Tasmania's internet went down for like 6 or 7 hours. And obviously that only happened like once, but still, it's like, okay, this is just getting ridiculous. Yeah, when the 2.5 cables connecting Tasmania break again. Admittedly, the cables breaking thing was like a 1 in a million events happening. They had, I think it was 2 of the 3 cables broke, and the only one that was still working was the one for emergency services. From what I understand, the first one broke underneath the Bass Strait, and the second one was accidentally broken on the mainland side by some roadworks in Victoria at basically the same time. Wait, what? Wait, there's a store block? Since when? There you go, blaming Victoria again. I'm not blaming Victoria, I'm blaming people who happen to work in Victoria. For all I know, they're all Tasmanians working over there and just hated their home island. Yeah, why is there a store block? It's unusual. We were lucky you almost floated away. Alright, I need to ditch. Oh no, actually that's fine there. So have I enclosed all the otherwise open bits that will get shot? Foiled again. Yeah, New Zealand nearly stole Tasmania. Telstra 2 got cut at Bow Hub and Telstra 1 got cut on the Victoria side. Passing was still online just. Oh. Well, there's the pause. So it didn't magically prevent it. I do wonder how many Ash was that longer. I don't know. I'd have to keep, because I only did the deletion part way through. I don't know what the time was. I'd have to see what the time is after this one to see if it's longer than 20 minutes. Because then if I could just cut it down to, say, until it was just like every hour, that'd be a lot better. Once South America interweb cable got destroyed by underwater volcano eruption. That would be a pain to fix. Because it's not the sort of thing like the one with Tasmania where they can just go back and fix it. They just had to get some more cable. It's easy, just replace the country. Yeah, why don't they just place a giant dome around the Earth that has a million lights so it can be the same time zone everywhere? Just block out the sun, have solar panels on the outside to draw the power. Oh, you work for an ISP in New Zealand. Time span 104.29, yeah. I can see more details regarding the NBN network than any ISP based in Australia. That's slightly worrying. Found their neighbour had NBN fibre and stuck on ADSL. Oh, ouch. So you have access to the NBN service. I'd be worried if they had access to the NBN service portal, although I wouldn't be surprised if something like that was possible. Ship is looking great, thank you. I'm not sure I'd entirely agree. Well, actually, I'm not sure about the skin. His ISP still says that fibre is not in his street. Ah. Or is that just they haven't updated the website? That would seem more likely. NBN nation building not for Australia. Service without sun will become cold, no vegetation will exist, yeah. they'd have to like have a transition phase of slowly moving over to a different day-night cycle. We all live in. You got direct access to the API. Wow. Alright, I'm just going to do panels on here to just cover the passageway. No sun will bring out the mega LED. It'd have to be like, yeah, some sort of dome that could like capture the sunlight and then emit it again. Because then everyone could have the same day-night and it'd be amazing. No more complaining about time zones. It's not... I mean, it is kind of a scenario. It's just me in an asteroid field trying not to explode. Which has, not always been successful, let's say. The scenario is you not getting coffee every 20 minutes, yeah. I had some vague idea of like expanding out the base to have like bits on each of the asteroids, have like big connecting tubes between them. Which, if I'm going to do, I'm going to need a lot of silicon, which means capturing NPC ships because, well, this asteroid doesn't have silicon and stone does not give much, unless I want to mine truly absurd amounts, which I really don't. Oh. It's an interesting trend I've noticed that I much prefer the way the heavy armor panels look for lost skins than the light. Like, light has these really obnoxious repetitive patterns, whereas heavy, even though it's got it, it looks a lot more subdued, for lack of a better word. I think that's basically everything. What other mods? I really should have a mods command. I've got a... On my YouTube VODs, I've got the mod list. Do I risk tabbing out and risk losing this? Oh, I might be able to find the link. Give me a second. It doesn't take that long. Okay, so was there anything I forgot to put on the ship that I said I was going to do, apart from welding up the passageways that are still unwelded, and chucking in some lights? I mean, yeah, with the changes to lighting, I'm definitely going to need some more lights now. Yeah, so there's Reavers, Assert, quite a few of my own mods. Non-pressurized, yeah, I considered pressurization, but I'm like, realistically, it's probably not going to happen. Especially how hydrogen oxygen tanks are weird with pressurization. You're surprised how much? Yeah, isn't air vents like 500 kilowatts or something? And I'm trying to remember whether the light version costs more. Oh no, it's exactly the same. Cool. Makes swapping them out much easier. That's quite a modest. My PC would just say plain no thank you. I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. So how many blocks of space was that? 1, 2. Okay, so 2 in between. So every third one. Maybe I was confusing it with something else. It's entirely possible. Yeah, I kind of like that. I like having that little bit of sort of darkness in between, but you can still see where you're going. It's not just a constant, overwhelming brightness everywhere. Wish there was a mod that redo the Gatling turret or Gatling fire animation glare. I'd imagine that would exist in some form, you'd think. Oh. It spawned erect, and judging by the slight bit of lag there, it was a pretty big one. But we can create overwhelming brightness at any time. Not enough windows. Well, I'm trying to think, do submarines have windows? Some do, yeah. Just no screen doors. If you send vent to depressurize and turn block off, it's still going to suck air but not consume power. Interesting. Camera that outputs to a screen. Yeah, there is a plugin for that, and there has been for quite a while. The problem is, it horrifically affects performance. Wait, do I not have small steel tubes? That's surprising. Why no passage 2 light? Oh, don't get me started on why there aren't some variants of blocks. Why no passage to anything? The, what's it called? The passage 3 windowed has always annoyed me, in that there's no version that only has the window on one side. Like, if you want the passage to be the wall, like the outer, so you can see out of a ship, you also have to have a window on the other side. Unless you want to put like an armor block or a panel on the other side of the window to cover it. What's the point? How much iron have I got? Okay, we've still got 67,000, so we've got heaps. Ah! Why did I must have been running too fast, and I just took off. So the jetpack kicked in. Yep, it's gonna make more steel tubes again. Use windowed portal. I must be misunderstanding something. Windowed portal. Well, while the other window blocks. The half block. I must be forgetting something. Oh, you mean like the is it the window wall? Ah, yeah. Because the thing that's nice with the passageway is it covers three sides. It covers both left and right and up. I suppose one that did down as well would be kind of nice if it just had like a built-in floor. Okay, how bright is this now? Ah, see, this is more like it. You can see where the seat is at this end. Yeah, I don't use it much either. Oh. Seems like we need more at this end. Portal. Oh, wait a second. Do you mean, viewport? That would make sense. Yeah, fit flush with armor blocks. It's probably those. Yeah, because the portal, I'm thinking, it's not right, but it sounds close. And yeah, it was. Miss Naomi improves how to use them. I mean, you'd be surprised the amount of times it happens where you can't think of the name of something, but you can think of a wrong answer that is really close to the correct one. Passageway is airtight as far as I know, and won't you choose opinion is mandatory to use passageways to ensure integrity of a ship. They're definitely helpful, yeah. These passageways can get a bit problematic on really large builds, because, oh, out of power. Because from what I understand, the model has a lot of detail relative to other blocks. That if you have a truly stupendous number of them, it's not ideal. Okay, we just need to queue up a bunch of passageways. Versus the old school passageway that used to double as RP bed, yeah. Okay, just use 1,600 iron, that's enough. There isn't a T. That's one annoying thing. There isn't a T junction light, is there? There's only the straight ahead one. I could try changing this one, see if it's close enough. Well, yes, I can stick an interior light there, that's true. That turns red during battle. No, this is fine. What kind of light do I want? That's some toasty feet, yeah. Interior light, corner light, corner. Honestly, I might do doubles. Just do it as like a. Have it look like a walkway. Oh. 17 minutes, yeah, Ranger. Start the countdown. Hey, a window. Yeah, I immediately remove it. I also like how I've been all over the place with the way the interior plates are orientated. Because of course. Alright, I knew I forgot something. I never did replace the beacon to put it at the back of the ship. I knew I forgot something. I think it was here? It was a space. Oh, didn't fit through that gap. That is a long ship. It's actually two of the same ship merged together. Lengthways. That round beacon is the... I'm trying to think which DLC it was. Which DLC is that? Oh, yep, Decorative 3. I actually rather prefer it over the standard beacon. Mainly because the standard one's light is really bright on it. So, if you like, say, do this sort of thing where you hide the beacon inside the ship, the standard beacon, the light tends to shine through the walls. What is the purpose of this ship? Going out and fighting stuff. And maybe bringing some loot back. Oh, right, it's calling it Siamese Submarine, because it's two of them conjoined together. Now you visited me in the collection. I imagine there's quite a lot of people in the collection by now. I missed the door, didn't I? Perv is navigating very tight asteroid field in a very long ship. Well, yes. I mean, I suppose the one positive is I've missed the doors again. Where are they? It must be in the dark bit and I'm just running past them. There. If it doesn't crash into Astra, we're trying to evade the enemy, yeah. I mean, I should have enough weaponry to evade any fire. Or just take them out first. Oh. Yep, on the dot, pretty much for 20 minutes. From the last pause. You're going to need some external lights to go through the asteroids in the first place. Yeah, spotlight in the front. Actually, yeah, I could just replace some of the interior lights. Needs more light, maybe, Mr. Jaw. Derek, it's got some internal extra thrusters, I believe. It's got a couple of them. Both forwards and backwards. You should put LCD exit sign next to door. I could just stick a hollow LCD. Just got me thinking. Can you offset hollow LCDs signs? I could just stick one on the ceiling. But yeah, I definitely think I'll whack some spotlights. I guess I could whack spotlights on both ends. Projections, not quite. It's the hollow LCD. It's basically the same as a normal LCD, except the actual screen itself isn't solid. It's basically... Hang on, I can demonstrate what it is once it's unpaused. Where are we? It's the projection block basically looks like a corner light. Where are we? Need some stuff. Alright, I can't place it there because of the passageway. Let's go outside somewhere to demonstrate this. Go on the sunny side. As you can see, it's hollow LCD, and then the actual screen, in this case, I guess it's because of a combination of the angle of the lighting, is basically transparent. What colour is it actually? Oh, text is high up. Okay, I probably need to change the text. Wait, text is white, so why is it not? Okay, why is the text showing up as black when it's... Oh, background. No? Okay, that's odd. Oh, white background. I wonder if it's something with the eye adaptation mod causing that, because it doesn't normally do that. Yeah, that doesn't look right. Anyway. Basically, it's like a futuristic style sign where it's a sort of projection looking thing. Gone past the door again. Not a bug, but a feature. Well, yeah. I suppose it's kind of annoying that it appears to at least break the colour changing on it. Alright, finally felt that space. The only way to make signs that don't disturb walking. Yeah. You can also use it for like fake walls on things that are hidden. Paint them hot pink. Like, let's go somewhere inside. Can I use this space? I guess I've got to get rid of that, annoyingly. Now, let's change this to a picture of something. Okay, yeah, it definitely looks... Yeah, something's... I think the adaptation has broken the hollow LCD. Because everything seems to have turned black. What if we change the... That's not making any difference. Yeah, color change the background. Okay, making it bright is just getting rid of the color entirely. Okay, weird. Yeah, it's probably not breaking it. But what it could do is... Obviously, you need to change it to a different color. Or even if you use a mod, you could have an image of an armor panel. So what you could do is you can make this look like a wall, but then behind it is actually this bit. And put that panel back. Too bad it doesn't... Yeah, compound blocks would be amazing like they have in... Or an interior turret. Yes, Lenjet, if you want to be really mean, you could, yeah, stick like one of the posters on it or whatever, and then just hide an interior turret behind it. That would be very mean. I see you're doing that seriously. Yeah, the doors of the Dorotron. I think the thing is you need an image mod to do it really well, because then you can get like a high quality image of a door or a panel or whatever. Me. Self-defense is me. Yeah, is it Doritron? Dorotron? Dorotron? Like everything with me, there's so many different ways to pronounce it. Right, it's just the lighting at the front and then this thing's done. At least until it goes out on its first journey and gets obliterated. Oh right, the lighting here, yeah. Let's see how bright this is. I tend to call it the flat fish. Okay, looks like with the default settings I need a light in every block. Although, honestly I don't mind, it kind of looks like a runway sort of thing. I'm not really using this space for anything in particular, other than the medical room, obviously. I don't know if it's just, the mod that, the changes it makes the eye adaptation, but yeah, I don't remember I imagine the lights were covered more than this, whereas this is quite nice, it just covers the block, basically. Remember first time you repair back the submarine. That's why I have a defensive block, and why I'm about to put a sound block to warn me if enemies are nearby. Where can I stick this? Oh, I can just stick it here. Sound range. I mean, I can just use that one because that's what I'm using in the series. Warning, flat fish detected. Increase. No, none of that. Fun music, what else? How dare you. I'm trying to remember how Splitsy did it. It might have been a timer block. Or a script, more likely. Calm music. Oh yeah, just play chill, relaxing music as you explode. Brilliant plan. Set up actions. When AI defensive block, yellow sub. Calm while exploding is more fun than helpful music, yeah. See you, Frank, New Zealand. Maybe it's a script related thing, because I don't think there's toggle. Yeah, none of it's for when the thing is activated. I could have sworn there's a vanilla way to do it, I just don't remember it. There must be another block I'm forgetting. Ah, right, set up actions, yes. Yeah, and then I'll tell the time block to start the sound alarm, yep. I knew I was forgetting a step. Actually, it's got me thinking how long it refreshes. I might just do, don't worry about the time block and just do the sound block directly. What options have we got? Because I don't want to be playing it all the time. There's no option for... Why is there not an option for loop time? Is it not long enough? Stop in loop 2. Increase range. I could just increase loop time each time. Actually, realistically, I don't really need it. Time boxing kind of a weird spot. Actually, it'd be a good thing to get all the hotbars set up. You know, sub tanks. Stockpile on off. And then I need the connector. How else am I going to tell which connector it is? I'm going to need to rename it. Thank you for the follow, primary key Z. Can I get this connector? Ah yes, if I want to turn the beacon down from 20,000 kilometers, I don't want to draw the attention of every passing Reaver. Okay. Okay, is that stockpiling slowly, or is there just so many tanks on this thing? Whoa! I just see clang noises. Wait, why is there a subgrid 50 meters away? Something detached inside. That's worrying that a bunch of the tanks aren't filling. Don't tell me I've got a connection break again. Detach from the base and find out, yeah. Ah, what? Well, why are the thrusters not on? Uh-oh. No! What? Don't tell me all the tanks aren't on stockpile. What is happening? Nope, none of these are on stockpile. Oh, wait, didn't have stockpile on all the tanks. Why have I not got... Oh, no. Oh, dear. Hang on. Ah, that's a really stupid problem for something rather important to have on your ship. No, it's not the gravity gen. It's something even more silly. Something really basic. Yeah, no power, exactly. I even said, it's like, have I got everything? Because I'd removed the 2 batteries because I had to make the path for the, walking through. Clip people, yeah. Yeah, TFE forgot something even more basic than gyros or thrusters. Doesn't have a reactor either. It was entirely battery powered. Come on. At least the connector's stopping it floating away. Okay, looks like it's staying in dock a little bit longer. And of course I didn't notice because connectors don't need power. Unlike the olden days where it would have just disconnected if I'd taken out the power. Well, I suppose I got something I can use for this space here. I can just wedge a whole load of connectors. Connectors, wrong thing. Batteries. I think put some batteries at the front, and then chuck some more at the back. What else can you forget? Yep. I did have some space at the back. But I like how everything shut down and it took me like almost 30 seconds to realise that it was the complete lack of power. Hamsters, that's what you need, yes. I mean, yeah, I can just do that row of batteries at the front and then do a bunch back here as well. I mean, at least I wasn't like... At least it didn't have like a solar panel or something. I went, oh, let's use the jump drive, and then immediately ran out of power. That would have been even worse. Oh, how many batteries am I going to need to make? I want a decent number. Do we have silicon nickel? We should. 107 silicon. Yeah, that's just about enough. We engineers know how to entertain. See, the thing is, if that had happened in like an edited series, I imagine I would be accused of faking it for content. Oh, that's I've never done that before. I've forgotten gyroscopes, thrusters, beacons, seats, but never just power. You know, kind of the first thing you need. And don't ask what magic lets you access the conveyor port on the underside of the turret. Like, it's not even the top-mounted one. You can see if I get on the side that, yeah, it's actually the one underneath. The joys of remodeling grid, yeah. It had batteries, it's our fault for distracting. Not sure about that. I think no matter how distracted I was, you can't really justify forgetting power. That Magellan's not too far away. It's outside the asteroid field. One, two... Yeah, I suppose I'll just do 4 here and 4 at the front. It's okay. Yes. I will recover from this horrific crime I've committed. Space Pirate Mayday keeps appearing. Alright, that's why I had the mag plate up top. It was to, well, grab any passing ship I found. Because there isn't really somewhere else I could put... I mean, I suppose I could put some sort of grabber on the back here. Solars can be more fun. You turn once power's getting trade, everything stops working. I guess it's just the thing, I'm so used to having a million batteries on basically every ship I make, because I don't use reactors all that often. That my brain didn't go, hey, you deleted 2 batteries on the ship because they were in the way. And never thought to check if there was more. Overused reactors, yeah. There's no reason not to use reactors. I definitely think it can be more interesting to use battery power and solar. Just because you don't have to worry about, oh no, I've run out of uraniums all of a sudden. Oh, there's the pause. It is kind of a shame that hydrogen power is so annoying to use. It's basically just uranium but worse, because at least with uranium it's not reused for anything else except for a little bit in ammo. Whereas hydrogen can be, or ice, is obviously thrusters, which are kind of important. And then if you're using ion thrusters, you probably want the more power you get from reactors anyway. So used to finding ways to use turbines even on rover. Yeah. Just have like a landing gear so you can lock to the ground and then you can use turbines to recharge. Which is kind of weird. That, hey, wind turbines don't work on mobile grids, but because you've locked to the ground with a landing gear, now you can. Actually, the first thing I should do once I get this finished is blueprint it. And then I'm trying to think how I'd expand the base. Like, would I just pressurize it? Would I do like a big grinder pit or welder pit? It'd probably have to be some sort of enclosed space using artificial mass blocks or something. Actually, that could work. Like a small artificial gravity field, and then I would move the thing I wanted to grind down into the area, and then whack an artificial mass block on it, and it would pull it down. It'll be fine. I mean, it'll be fine with that BP, but I'd also like to just have one, you know, just in case I wanted to use it for something else. Plus, you know, say if the worst happened, like this save broke or something, I would have blueprints to move it over to a new save. It'll be fine until it isn't, yeah. In the same way that me putting all the gyros at the back of the ship was fine until it got shot almost immediately and I lost all control. Hence the amount of time and redundancies this thing has on it. I mean, you say hindsight is 20/20, but there's also some things that you'd think would be really obvious that I missed. Okay. We've got... How many batteries is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so just chuck a bunch at the front. And, oh yeah, finish this wall. And it'll be good to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that works. And hopefully once I can be the one doing the exploding. Hello, Poisonous Dwarf. Yet another New Zealander joins the chat. I appreciate you maniacs at whatever time in the morning it is for you now. Because if it's 10:50 PM for me, it's probably like, what, 1 or 2 AM? Wars are optional. Some could even consider them bad. They cause missiles to explode. What's a Gruz? You're suggesting I should just have giant holes in my ship in the hope that any missiles just fly through without hitting. 1 1:50 PM in Europe, yeah. Yeah, my Mass Effect streams on Thursdays are 9 to 12, 9 a.m. to midday for me. So America, and I think for Europe it's slightly. I think Europe it's like 11 or 10 p.m. to 1 or 2 a.m. In America it's like evening, I think. Because I noticed from the analytics a lot of my audience is American, European, and figured a second stream in addition to the Icarus at a time for them would be nice. Especially as the Icarus tends to run into the afternoon, which is quite late for them. It's 4 a.m. West Coast, 7 a.m. East Coast, yeah. I do not have the silicon for that. I don't have even close. Do we have bulletproof glass? Please tell me I don't have to disassemble the tube again. I don't want to. I must keep the tube. What else has silicon? Solar cells, yes. And 36 bulletproof glass. You guys start Icarus just in time for me to go to work. Well, yes. Blame Capac. We more used to have 24 hours, yeah. Takes a while to figure out AM or PM. I do, he's a night owl that gets up late, yeah. Like, I thought I was bad for being a night owl not getting up in the morning, but compared to Capac, I'm pretty good. I really wish there was a version that included a floor just for this sort of thing. Wake up at 6 a.m. Oh, wait, it's already covered by armor panel. Got the jump drive above us. Okay, this might work. I can just do... but then I lose... Oh right, these ones are upside down. I forgot about that. But then I lose the light. An enclosed passage kind of thing. Basically, what I thought the Willis ducts were going to be. I thought the Willis ducts were literally just an enclosed version of the passageway, like a fully enclosed version. And then someone told me what they actually were, and I was disappointed then. Oh right, I had the passageway upside down. I remembered. Yeah, I had the passageway upside down so you could cover the floor. What about catwalks? The problem is catwalks, I think they're airtight, some of them, but they look weird. And they only cover 2 sides, not 3. But yeah, that'd work as well. You're Australian, of course you did, yeah. Have the lighting in the floor, yeah. Catwalks aren't airtight. I think the original, the old steel catwalks are, but the DLC ones aren't. Although catwalks, and I believe most panels have a weird feature where connectors can actually attach through them. Like I can't really demonstrate it here. But if I say had a catwalk or a panel covering the front of that connector, it could still connect to this. It looks a bit weird, and sometimes the grid collisions do interesting things, but it does work. Yeah, and still transfer stuff through it. Yeah, the game only cares if it's connected, not if there's something in the way. I also wonder if as far as I can tell, the small grid connector is a lot more generous in terms of what it considers close enough to be attached. Like, it really doesn't line up with the visual model. At least when connecting to large grid anyway. Collectors work through catwalks, yeah. Yeah, I kinda like that. Then you got the evil lighting from the... What is causing this red lighting? Is it the jump drive? It must be. I can't spell battery, apparently. I still can't spell it. It is a cool effect, yeah. Alright, and this is where I use the easy block renaming mod. We'll go Siamese sub and prefix name. Oh, right, I forgot to put a space. Reset. Then whack a space. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted prefix. Okay, there we go. That took a couple of goes. Actually, I believe the tanks didn't have all of them either. Yeah, I was missing a bunch of the hydrogen tanks. So wait, does the shift select work? Oh, it does! How have I never noticed this? That you can select a top and a bottom holding shift and just select that many. Everyone's seen a mod that imports GPS markers? Not that I'm aware of. I mean, technically you can just export them through copy-paste to clipboard. The wreckage sending markers is an MES thing. Control also works with collection. Yeah, I knew about Control A, but that just does all of them. Okay, looks like it's filling up. Nope. It's moving into the darkness. Oh right, spotlights. I knew there was still one more thing. Spotlights probably both directions. It needs bulletproof glass, really. It's dark out here, yeah. Guess there. I guess under here is probably the best spot. Why isn't there a spotlight that takes up the full block? Would be nice. I suppose the problem is, yeah, that the spotlight doesn't occupy the full block visually, neither does the connector. It's always one of those things I found annoying, that the connector has these gaps where you can see around the side. Should be kind of nice if it didn't have. Okay, how on earth are you even going to do a spotlight in the back here? I think it'd have to be up here. Okay, that I don't mind. Yeah, I quite like that actually. Boost to maximum range, maximum intensity. It's not too bright. I'll be fine without spotlights. I don't know if I agree. Okay, blueprint it again. Alright, jump drive. Toggle both blocks on. Good, they both have full power storage. Setting range to 5 kilometers. Blind jump, yes. Because I don't want to accidentally jump in range and trigger the defense block to start shooting at things. Put the other hand of the hotbar so I don't do it by accident. 64 meters. Okay, so I got the jump drive that's facing forwards. Good. At least I think so. Okay, yeah, how long is this ship? Don't hit anything important. Don't jump that way. It's basically like a giant torpedo. Okay, can I get a point I can jump out? 8.9 meters? Oh, there's an asteroid right here. Okay, down a bit. Okay, there we go. Hang on, can I jump to the unknown signal? Jump distance will be truncated. Okay. Aim at sun, yeah. Think down will probably be my best option. Yeah, the size of the ship's not helping. Aha! Let's go! What? Uh-oh. Don't tell me I'm gonna jump near them. It's a mod thing, yeah. These are not the same things that are my version on the workshop. These are some custom changes. Because the problem with the workshop one is the asteroid fields are so large that MES can't spawn stuff close enough. Whoa, okay. I need to turn the gyro strength down, judging by... It's the version. I never understand why gyro power was in from decimal instead of percentage. Okay, this seems a bit more sensible. This is a giant... Okay, I'm thinking I should change the colour to be something less bright. With how the lighting is. I need something a bit darker. Thank you for follow, Stretch85. Wait, so what skin was this again? Actually, let's go for some retro future, might be good. Oh. Shiny. Yeah, go for sort of dusty yellow. Okay, that's a bit better. It's not quite so obnoxiously bright. I think it's also made a little bit darker inside as well. Bit more dingy. It's very weird having two bridges. Okay. Let's go and have an investigation of what these racks are, see if there's anything useful. What? Huh? Oh! Really, game? That's mean. I'm guessing that's the pause at a really funny time. Because I'm guessing the particle effect is tied to the frame rate rather than the sim speed. No, not Mr. Fun. There's no other asteroid fields. Actually, there might be ages away. I ran into problems with the game settings where multiple of these big fields were generating and it was crashing. Yeah, it is a nice time for a pause with 3 seconds to jump. Because I think it was last time Gruz was telling me how some particle effects are tied to FPS rather than the sim speed. So when it pauses like this, the effects still happen. So like welder torches and spark effects will still loop and happen even though the game's paused. Because it's not tied to the movement of time. But in theory, when it unpaused, it should pretty much instantly jump. So I've just got to not accidentally get out of my seat. Because that would end badly. I mean, it wouldn't jump that far. It only jump 5 kilometers. Which my ship is not broadcasting that far, but I know the direction it would go in. Plus, it's a yellow ship, and there's not exactly many of those out and about, so I'd be able to find it again anyway. Oh. Yep. We're not close enough to see. I want to jump far enough away so my oh, that's the thing I should probably have. What have I got turret-wise? Okay, all turrets have got plenty of ammo. Good. Interestingly timed autosave. Yeah. I think it's just because the autosave's every 5 minutes, so when this happens every 20 minutes, inevitably they're going to overlap. Okay, only target weapons. And give me a group control for turning turret targeting off. I'll just turn them off. Because I don't want to... That was the Space Pirate Mayday, that direction. Actually, let's just turn the turrets off before we jump. .8 kilometers. Mercurius Way Station, 12.56. Wait a second. Don't Rex and I have the GPS. Did something else attack it? Oh no, that's the other wreck. Okay, whatever that is, that's a lot smaller than whatever this is, because that's nearly 3 times the distance and is a lot bigger. I cannot tell what that is, and I'm nearly within turret range of it. Or within the detection range. Oh, yep, space pirate mayday. Okay, how long does it take to slow down? Okay, it definitely takes a lot longer to slow down than accelerate. I don't quite have angle on it. Okay, all my cans are assault turrets, so I can get to about 1.5 and I'm still good. Oh, right, I selected multiple turrets. That's why I couldn't just target. Where are we? What is that? I don't think it even has weapons. Whoa, what's happening over there? Is that a fight? Oh, also not all the turrets are in a group. That's slightly alarming. Okay, everything's good now. And you're all set target weapons. Good. Oh, I can't control them while they're turned off. Wreck detector is a mod, yeah. That's one of mine. Yeah, it sends a GPS of where it is. Oh! Wait, that's a space paramedic? Okay, just need to reverse